guys, it's Melanie, and today I have another video in my Perfect Neutral Eye series, and today I'm going to be focusing on the Urban Decay Naked 3, which is a palette that you really don't hear anyone talking about, like, at all anymore. I would say out of all of the Naked palettes that have been released, this is probably what I would call my least favorite. I don't think the quality of all of these is up to the usual Urban Decay eyeshadow formula, but I do still think it's a pretty palette, and I think a lot of us probably purchased it when it was first released, and I do think there is a way to get some really great looks out of here. A couple of my favorite shades from this palette are definitely Nooner and Limit, and those are two of the shades that I use in this tutorial that you're going to see here, but there's some other great options in here as well. So yeah, I thought this would be a good one to do because I'm sure, like I said, a lot of you probably have this in your collection and you haven't reached for it in quite some time. Go ahead and bust it out and try this eye look if you think it'll look good with your coloring. You know, it's a little taupey purpley, so I don't know that everybody is going to love the tones of this, but these happen to be my favorite types of tones on me, so that's what I went for today. Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoy this tutorial. I am slightly out of it today because I'm trying to fight a migraine that I can feel coming on, so if I seem a little off, that's why. Trying really hard to like suck it up here and get this video done because I have this goal of pre-recording all these videos, and when I set a goal, I'm gonna meet it. So let's go ahead and get into the tutorial portion, and I will show you how I got this look right here. Okay, let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial, and I'm gonna show you how I got this look right here on this side. Hopefully this angle is okay today. Angles are not my thing, people. Okay, first thing that I did was put Brulee all over my primer per usual, and now I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm going to go into the color Nooner, which is right here. I'm going to load up my brush, and this is going to act as my crease / transition shade. This is a powdery palette in terms of fallout, so tap off that excess and plop your crease shade in the crease. I am taking that all the way into my inner corner and then slightly above my actual crease on the outer part of my eye. As always, whatever is on the rest of my face will be listed down below for you if you're curious. Next, I'm going to go into the color Limit, which is right here, with a, oh dang it, slightly fluffier brush. And I'm going to use that to blend out the edges just a tiny bit. Once again, I'm trying to create a gradient here. Then back in with my original blending brush, and I'm going to go into the color Dark Side, which is this sort of gray shade at the end here. This is very tightly packed, so I do have to work my brush in here just a little bit. Tap off some of that excess, and then this goes straight into the crease. This is definitely a slightly deeper eye look. You don't have to go into the dark side. You can leave it with the Nooner and the Limit in your crease for daytime. Definitely totally acceptable. And then step it up with the dark side for a more nighttime look. I thought I'd do something, again, just a little bit darker today because you can always lighten it up. That's easy enough. Then back in with my fluffy brush and a little bit more of that limit to once again help with that gradient. I'm also going to take the color Strange, which is at the end here, and I'm going to pop that underneath my brows. I was going to say lash line, but those are eyebrows. Okay. Flat definer brush into the color Nooner, and that is going on the lower lash line. Stopping where my lashes stop growing. Next, I'm going to take a flat shader brush and I'm going to go into the color Burnout, right here. And I'm going to pop that onto the lid. That fallout just got into my actual eyeball. I'm not going all the way to the outer part of my lid area. I'm keeping it about 2/3 of the lid. The inner 2/3 and then the outer third. I'm going to take a little bit more of dark side and plop that onto the outer third of my lid. Last thing I'm going to do before I brush away all of this fallout here is go into the color Blackheart, which is the very last shade at the end, with an angled brush, and I'm going to use that as my liner. I've been doing that in all of these tutorials. You can always use the darkest shade in your palette as your liner. They usually stay put pretty well. You can also wet your brush if you want to, if you kind of want a more intense line. I tend to like a softer line, so I just use it dry. My tummy may totally start growling here, so that's what that noise would be if you hear it. Getting a ton of fallout from this right now. Oh man, there's like just sprinkles. Okay. Fluffy brush and just brush that away. Once again, if this is the first video that you're watching in this series, I use powder foundation, so that makes it very easy for me to brush the excess away. If you use liquid foundation, you might want to do your eyeshadow first. Like I said, this is a powdery palette, so keep that in mind. Okay, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put my mascara on, finish up doing my hair for the day, and then I will come back and show you guys the finished look. Hair done, mascara on. Here is the finished eye look. I like it. I think this is definitely one of my favorite looks that I have come up with. From the Urban Decay Naked 3 eyeshadow palette, there's obviously lots of other possibilities here. These are definitely more rosy toned shades. If I had to do it all over again and purchase this palette, I don't know that I necessarily would, because since this one has come out, lots of other like rose toned type palettes have definitely been released, and I don't know that this one is my absolute favorite. The texture of some of these shades can be a little bit on the chunky side, and like I said, there's quite a bit of fallout. So it's not my favorite palette in my collection. I keep it around because I do think there are some pretty colors in here, and it's a good one to pull out every now and then. I like Urban Decay, so it's definitely one that I'll keep. But if you have this and you haven't reached for it in a while, give it a go again and try some different looks with it. This one is probably a little bit more smoky than what I would typically do for daytime, but like I said in the tutorial portion, you can definitely tone this down just a little bit. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed. I have 3 more looks to record. I've been doing like a new palette every single day for the last like 3 days recording these videos. So it's very weird for me to like use something new every single day. I'm not used to it. But anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next Perfect Neutral Eye tutorial. Take care. Bye-bye.